Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome,
Hello.
welcome. We are getting it popping like we said. Welcome to the show, everybody. We are officially on as our very first, and unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. Here we are. Hello, and welcome, Miss Shelvee. We are officially on as our very first. Okay. For those who are streaming and I guess watch partying or creating a watch party of tonight's show, if you are on the camera, you will have to mute that process on your computer, so you can turn it on, but you have to mute it. Do share this out. So I'm not going to take up the time that has been valuably allotted for Miss Jocelyn to present, and I welcome to you all to the first and not the last show for our official group discussion, Collective Enlightenment, a wealth conversation for the masses.
Welcome everyone. On behalf of our Collective Enlightenment group, Wealth for the Masses, and our illustrious guests appearing today and in the future, we say welcome to today's show. Sit back, relax, take notes, enjoy yourself, and by all means, please share. We plan to come to you on a regular basis to educate, inform, and inspire you. So I would also like to say we are not financial advisors, nor are we advising you on how to do your finances. We are just expressing our opinions, showing you how to do things that we do. First up on our panel discussion will be Getting to Know Your Dollar, conducted by Keisha Martin, followed by our illustrious guest today. I welcome her. I love her. She is doing powerful things. Miss Casey-Thompson, and her topic will be women need to be involved with cryptocurrency and the reason why. Followed by highlights by Miss CC Brown and our sum of today's show by Mr. Alvin Thomas. So again, welcome.
I'll send you the link. Why are you yelling?
Awesome. So we're going to be having a group discussion about Get to Know Your Dollar. And guys, this is going to be all of us involved. When we think about getting to know your dollar, I think about, where does your dollar go? Is a dollar worth a dollar anymore? And, is a dollar worth the paper that it's printed on? And why is it taking more of our dollar as we're spending it? When I'm talking to people every day, these are some of the things, some of the conversations that I'm having, and I'm sure some of you are having some of the same conversations. And when we're saving our dollars, are we really getting the value of saving the dollar? So, Jocelyn and Hutchinson and CC, you guys chime in as well. What are some of the things that you've heard when you're talking to people and they're talking about, is saving the dollar worth saving a dollar? And what's the value of the dollar today?
Well, I hear people talk about, that they feel like the dollar's still back by the gold standard. And sometimes I have to correct them. I tell them that it's not. It was stopped by 1971 by Richard Nixon. And, I had to correct them on that. And I tell them that's why the dollar's not worth nothing.
That's interesting. So just to share with you, I love this thing. I love this conversation because it's so weird. I've had Robert Kiyosaki in my ear for the last week. That's a bit of an experience when you're waking up to him, and he can be abrupt, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, very pointed and very real about basic things. He doesn't sugarcoat, and he also shares the reality of finances. And in doing so, I started on this quest learning about the dollar some years ago, but I felt like I didn't have any control. I had no choices in the matter. It's probably why years ago my credit wasn't so great, and I felt disempowered around money. So why try something else, since this is just how it is for everybody, right?
Right.
Well, that's part of why the dollar is the way it is, because people, and collectively, as we are today, we collectively create a powerful situation, but people who are disempowered collectively also create another financial flow, which is the opposite way. Guys, I just want, I think we skipped over a little something in introductions. We don't know everyone in the room. So let's introduce ourselves. I know we just popping out at people like, hey, this is me in my opinion. So you guys want to introduce yourselves, please? Tell them who you are. You're special to me.
Sorry, I'm Hutchinson D, aka Quentin Hutchinson, Ohio.
Go for it, ladies. What you being quiet?
I'm Cissy Brown over in Dallas, Texas.
I'm Jocelyn Burrell in Columbia, South Carolina.
Hey guys, this is Shelvee, the Gold Empress from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Sorry, I just got in from work, so I'm still getting ready.
And I just started talking, excited about the dollar. My name is Keisha, and I'm in Oklahoma Territory. Hi, everyone.
She will be your lead host today of our group. I'm Ruby Thomas, as you all know, the most amazing talk show host on the planet. I'm just kidding. You know how I am. Honey, I am your host, your sister, the love of your life, the one who loves you more than you know. I'm Ruby Thomas in New York.
And I am Shelvee Casey-Thompson. I'm going to go get a hat, and then I'll be back on the screen.
She's like, y'all. That's right.
I came straight from South America. Literally came from
I
Guatemala.
love it. Thank you. That's what you call productivity right there. She said, I just came back from Guatemala. And you just need a hat, you go get your hat, lady.
Please. I'll talk to you guys more about it when it's my turn.
Okay. Yes, please. Oh, I love it. So, okay, Cece, you are a timekeeper. She is our official timekeeper here, as well as our MC for the day. Thank you so much. So I'm just gonna back up and get a chance to really soak in some of this conversation. Don't think I'm not gonna speak, but this time it's my girls. Get to work, Keith.
I wanted to bring a good viewpoint about getting to know our dollar and bring it into perspective when it comes to the thought process about inflation. Because as we all know, our dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to stretch when our grandparents were shopping, you know, and not even that far back. I can go back to now, within the last 10 to 12 years that I've had kids. Even just buying a loaf of bread. I eat wheat bread. I don't eat white bread. And I kid you not, one loaf of wheat bread now is almost $3. It's $2.88 to get the wheat bread that I get. It might be $2.78. And it doesn't matter which grocery store I go to, whether I'm going to Walmart, Tom Thumb, the discount grocery store that I shop at called Winco's, where it's supposed to be cheaper than other places, I'm still not paying less than $2.68 for a loaf of wheat bread. And I have a problem with that. The dollar doesn't go as far as it used to go, and people don't understand that they're not getting as much as they used to get with their dollar. And it's so hard to get people talking about this, even thinking about this, and noticing what's going on right in front of them. I think the biggest people who understand the value of the dollar, well, I don't even know if I should say the value of a dollar, but the people that I know that know how to stretch a dollar is my fellow couponing sisters. Love y'all. We just killing some coupons, but you know, you really have to pay attention.
Yes, ma'am.
What your dollar is getting you, and be aware, because there is something wrong. That back in the day, you could go to the store and get bread for $0.25, and now we paying almost $3 for a loaf of bread. Nothing has changed in the way they process to make a loaf of bread.
Thank you.
If anything, the process should have gotten easier over the time with technology in the less amount of resources that it takes to make a loaf of bread. So why am I paying 5, 6, 12 times more for a loaf of bread than when it was a whole bunch of people sitting on a assembly line trying to make a loaf of bread?
Thank you.
Technology doing it now.
True. And I say that same thing about the cost of college, because, you know, I went to USC, and
you just got it.
When I went, I got my bachelor's degree. And I remember looking at a receipt recently, in the semester, not including board, meals, anything, it was $525 a semester, guys. And now it's 6, 7 times that for them to get that same degree that I got in '88. So that tells you how much power our dollar has lost. I mean, the amount of debt that the millennials and young people are coming out of college with. I thought my student loan was a lot. It was a drop in the hat compared to what they're having to pay now. And I just think there's something wrong with that, because the degree hasn't changed. The teachers haven't changed. They're teaching them the exact same thing that I learned and was taught in '88. And here it is 2019, and they're having to pay so much more for that same degree. I mean, people really need to wake up to what's happening with our dollar, because it's going by the wayside real quick.
And Jocelyn, I just want to touch base on the fact that the degree is actually lost its value as well. I want you to think you're paying more for a degree that gives you less of an opportunity than it did when it was in use like a few years less, but about a third of what you're paying now.
Exactly.
And that is tragic, you know. So we really got to start getting hip to that. There is something going on, but even more so, how about this? Let's just be aware of what we can actually do about it. That's what this conversation is about. And I'm so excited for it. Shelvee, would it be? Did you have something to add about the dollar, the change in the dollar?
Well, on the whole school loan thing, I didn't understand how my school loans are greater than what my brain surgery was. Like, a surgery, that period should cost way more than going to school to get knowledge, to help people. Because, like, I go to school for education and for children, you know, because I want to have a foster home and I want to help them learn financial education and stuff. But I didn't understand. And then, as Susie was saying, how a loaf of bread is $3. Girl, a head of lettuce was like $3.20 something. We grow lettuce. Like, how did it?
She said we grow lettuce. I know.
Lettuce. What do you mean?
I know. So it's insanity. I agree. I agree. 100%. And what do we do?
I'm just gonna go back to the farm. I'm
about to come there with you. You better make room.
All on our own garden.
Okay. Nowadays, we don't know what. And then the sad part about it is they put stuff in it. Half of it's going to kill us. It's a sad thing. So I'm like, how about we just get us some seeds? Call it a day. Yeah.
I think the interesting thing is across the board that we're all feeling and recognizing, whether it's education, whether it's medical, whether it's schooling, that we're all feeling the valuation of the dollar and the impact on our daily lives. And we're all now looking to say, okay, now we understand the what. We realize that, you know, in '71, the dollar has been devalued. It's really lost its value. And what do we do now? So now we're all going to start thinking, what's the solution? What's the next step? Now that we realize, and we know the why, right? The brother mentioned, you know, Hutchinson B, the brother mentioned that when the dollar was no longer backed by gold, that's why it lost its value. And so now we're all feeling the impacts of this. So where do we go from here? Where's the solution? Because we all realize we can't outsave inflation. Right? If we're getting, because saving used to be the thing, right? We were all thinking, hey, we save our money, let's do that, let's save it. But if it doesn't have any value, like we've all just explained, then saving isn't going to do anything for us, right? I mean,
No.
you guys what are your thoughts on that? I mean, we save $200 today, and we towards of our money, and we're saving it. Where do we come out then?
You
what's crazy is the people who make the money came out and said that it's a liability. So why would you want to hold on to it?
Because they're making us pay their debt. No.
Well, yes, then they are. And the fact is actually they are not. What has happened is that there's really no separation in them and us except for levels of education and practice. And what's being taught is important, because if we don't learn how to do something different or find out or figure out what's out there, you know, when Keisha, when you said savings, that just touched like a little thing, like right there on my neck. I'm like, savings. A whole year, y'all. Y'all know my story. Okay? You know my story. You know, I could just shoot the people who came up with the banking system for that. But that year taught me a habit that I was able to transform into something else. And thank God I got the habit. So I didn't quite get what I thought I was getting out of that habit that I was creating, but I got a habit, which was actually the benefit of all of that. Because the new thing I do benefits me greatly. You know, this new knowledge that I gained with this new habit. And so we got to look at all success. We can't just look at some things as successful and some things as not. And that's where, you know, we really need to stay, you know, diligent and focused on what it is we're doing financially. That's why we're even having this collective enlightenment show, because it's so important to stay focused on the things that make a life for us. People, I love it when people tell me money not that important. I said, well, then you're broke. I get it. Okay. Only broke people say that. And you know, it's not that important. But I guarantee you, please stop using it and see how you turn out. Just, this is not important. I'll take what's in your pocket. Let me get that. You don't need it. Stop working. Don't go to work and ask them, tell them not to pay you. Let's see that happen. Never gonna. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back.
Anyone's gonna go to work and not get paid, because if you took a job, you gotta realize if you took a job, you took it for one of two reasons. You took it to get a paycheck, and you took it and you took it to get benefits. If you went to go to that same job and they told you just show it because you love the job that much, never worry about the paycheck, never worry about benefits. How many of us in this room has you return to work the next day? At least people like it.
None of those job-minded people will return back the next day.
I would.
You're different, Ruby. You have a different mindset. So, of course, you would return the next day.
I would, because I'm with kids.
For that paycheck.
Let me share something with you. So on my Robert Kiyosaki tip, right? It was like he asked his rich dad to teach him about money. He said, teach him about money. He says, if you come to work for me, I'm not going to pay you. If I teach you, you come work for me, I'm not going to pay you. He said, why? Because the minute I employ you, you think like a worker. And a worker it shuts down the desire to acquire wealth.
That's the key, though. That's the key right
I
there.
said, who? No wonder my boss can't pay me enough. And he's amazed by the work that he gets. And most people at my job don't understand why I come in excited every day.
And they don't get it. They don't get it.
Not yet. Yeah.
Because when I go do taxes during tax season with H&R Block, I walk in there light. My steps are light. They're never heavy. I'm not upset to be here. I'm there because I choose to be there. And I make my steps. I won't go in unless I've made that step. So the money that I'm making while I'm there is on my steps, on my time.
That has become a process of you creating funding instead of working for someone else's dream. You have now mastered how to manage your time for your finances. Now I'm just gonna go back. I love it. Guys, I want to just make sure we keep a time frame. We do actually, the show runs a little different now. So now we have a focus, and I want to make sure that everyone who is in their due time has the time. Miss Shelvee, hello,
So,
lovely.
Said, can you make Miss Shelvee co-host? She would like to share her screen for the information.
Miss Shelvee, are you able to share your screen currently?
Oh, I probably can, yes.
Yeah, everyone can. It's open.
Okay.
She got it.
Is
Please
it
mute.
phone?
Yes, it is. We would like to actually, I'm going to ask everyone to mute out except for one person. Cece, would you like to moderate this time?
I would, and I would like to bring to the forefront Miss Shelvee Casey-Thompson. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman. She is a woman of God. She is a mother. She is a wife. She is the co-CEO of Team Freedom. And if you don't know, Team Freedom stands for Finding Real Educated Entrepreneurs to Help Develop Others to a Millionaire Mentality. And we are super excited to have her as our first guest panelist on our show. So with that, I'm running right on your 6:25 point for you to get started. So go ahead and take it away, Miss Shelvee.
Go for it.
Oh, man, thank you so very much for that fantastic introduction. I'm just Shelvee. Those of you who don't know, I got involved with Care Bars, I think in 2017. My sponsor is Mr. Kevin 2X Thompson, who is also my husband, and in the business of Care Bars. So I know we're just talking about wealth tonight, but that's where I know these folks from. And today, I would love the opportunity. I'm honored, one, and I thank you guys for inviting me on. This is an amazing platform. I know that it's going to do well and serve a lot of people in building wealth, right? Mm-hmm. So the first thing that I would like to do is talk about why I'm so passionate about women in cryptocurrency. I'm going to talk about that for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to go into a video that I want to share with you. So as you guys know, in every financial institution or all money products that have come to America, women have been behind in the stock market, in financial lending, mortgages, banking. It's usually an all boys game. And women have done well. We have progressed and we are getting better. But in the field of cryptocurrency, we make up about 5 to 6%. And I'm passionate about getting women involved in cryptocurrency because it's the one asset, digital asset, that you're not judged on any criteria. Cryptocurrency, they don't care your color, your race, what you look like, your debt to income ratio, your income, your credit score. None of those things matter. It's an even playing field for everybody. And having decentralized money gives us the opportunity as women to put ourselves at the table and to be able to eat and invest and to build and to do community building, which we are naturally, which we do naturally, right? So for me, I've always wanted my whole life to build a school or to have my own school, to be a teacher. And I used to be a teacher for about 2 or 3 years right out of college. And I was so poor that it was a turnoff for me, and I left the field. I've started youth organizations and mentored young people, and I've done nonprofits, and I've done a lot of things to kind of fulfill that void. Well, last week, I just got back from Guatemala because I'm a part of a nonprofit organization, and we raised enough money to build a school in Guatemala, and it was life-changing for me. And I won't go into all of the experiences I had, but it just makes me want even more to women to get involved in cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency can allow your dream to come alive, right? You can put up, I'm not going to say the I word, but you can put up pennies and you can watch the pennies grow. And that can facilitate whatever your dreams are. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. I'm going to share screen really quickly, and it will give me the opportunity to, here we go. Let me just make sure you all have sound.
It's still coming up. It's up now.
You have to take your headphones on before you go.
The idea that people could own their money without having to go to a bank, I actually became super obsessed with it. I literally couldn't sleep or eat for like a few days. It was just like going down the rabbit hole or taking that pill in the Matrix. It was insanely magical for me. We're just talking about money. We're talking about money in different forms. There are a lot of different explanations for cryptocurrencies, but I think the best one is simply it's internet money. When we think about why people don't have money, we just assume it's because they don't make money. But there's a huge piece missing there, which is a lot of times people don't have access to make money. And cryptocurrency is really widening the scope and scale of what people can do with money.
It kind of creates a new sort of freedom for a lot of different people around the world.
In very traditional societies, women very much depend on men for financial resources and financial empowerment. Unequal access to financial resources mean unequal access to opportunities.
Cryptocurrency can be really powerful for women, especially in countries like Nigeria. It's typically expected that the man be the person controlling the finances in the home. This can create a really bad power imbalance between the husband and the wife, and it makes it very difficult for a woman to live in those situations.
That could be me, that could be my friend, that could be my sister, and I just want to see it change. I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm a little biased, but even thinking about it from like starting a business, you need to open up an account, you need a way to process revenue, and if you aren't able to actually get that approval, you aren't going to be able to do it.
It seems kind of obvious, but when you include 50% of the population in the economy, that expands it, does good things for everyone.
Investment in women can really change communities dramatically. As long as you have good access to the internet, you should be able to hook up to these networks, offer your services, and earn income from them.
The more that people participate on a daily basis in this utility system, the more that we're truly driving towards an open financial system for the whole world.
I think every revolution and major change has initially been seen as crazy or silly until it happens and becomes the norm and is inevitable. Having a group that are mothers, leaders, sisters, wives, it's just so important. It's half the world. If you believe in a world in which people have more control over their finances, buying Bitcoin or other forms of cryptocurrency could be a really great way to express that. That's a huge reason why I hold Bitcoin.
All right. So that encompasses pretty much my thoughts on my movement of women in cryptocurrency. Because if we think about each woman that's on this platform, if each one of us developed our very own investment group of women who've put up funds for cryptocurrency, and we all are liquid $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, then we could facilitate each dream of that woman and build whatever it is that their hearts desire. If it's someone wants to open up a hair salon and we all put up 10,000, somebody wants to open up a school, somebody wants to open up a community center, someone wants to open up an elderly facility so that our elderly are taken care of properly. Whatever their dream is, someone wants to be a singer, but they didn't do it. They didn't step out on faith because financially it just didn't work for them, or they put their husband in front, or their children in front, or their family in front. All the things that women do to be selfless. This gives us an opportunity to take the control back of our money, where we're not judged in any form or fashion, and puts us in the game and at the table of a financial system where we are judged in any other platform. So when you guys were talking about the dollar going down and things like that, all of those things that are happening that we don't have control over because it's centralized, cryptocurrency gives us the ability, it puts the money back in the hands of the people, and the supply and demand is what makes it work. And then if you put that same money in the hands of women, then we, run the nation and everything's great.
Yes.
So no disrespect to the men on the panel, but when the mother and the woman is good, the family is good. And when the family is good, then your men are good, and everything just falls into place. That's what I personally feel. Because we're the ones that have the babies, and we're the ones that can teach them from the very beginning that all things are possible.
Right.
Because I know lots of mothers say it, but we'll be in a position to actually do it. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on that on my last 5 or 6 minutes of my discussion.
So I have a question, because it seems like you already have something that's really going, something that's really good. And, I've been reaching out to you a lot lately to get more involved, to get more connected with Team Freedom. So I'm going to ask, because I don't know, do you already have a women's group that's trading crypto, that's coming together to trade or to help teach each other? Do you already have that in place, or is it something that you're looking to put into place?
Well, I do a segment on Tuesdays and Wednesdays called Women in Cryptocurrency. And what that segment is really for is to get people on the platform to tell them how important it is for women to get in cryptocurrency, right? To get involved in it. And then once I want people wherever they are to form their own tribe, led by you, and you form your own tribe, and then we all learn together. Because I am not an expert in any shape, form, or fashion in trading cryptocurrency. Right. I've never even traded anything at all. I just hold a lot of it. And so I want to take the women from the level of first getting it, right? So you guys all have some, but there's people out there who don't. Right. So we're talking to the masses of people out there saying, listen, no matter what you do, what you think about it now, $10, $15, $20, do something in the space of cryptocurrency. Then from there we learn and we build on the learn. Then we trade, and then we get into levels. There's going to be levels to this, but at the very basic level is where I am, just encouraging women to get involved in it, because we are only 5 or 6% of the entire market.
Hey Shelvee, this is Alvin Thomas. First of all, I want to say kudos to you. Awesome. But I would like to know your platform on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Could you enlighten us where your platform is and the times for that? Or if you can, can you drop that in the chat box?
I will absolutely do that. I have a flyer. It's called Women in Cryptocurrency, and it's on the Zoom platform. And I'll be happy to share that with you. You can plug in anyone you know and have them plug in, and I send all of those people back to the person that plugged them in, and send them back to you so that you can show them the way on what they need to do to get it. Because really, in the field that we're in, we don't. I told someone the other day, they said, well, how much is it to get in your business? We don't have a fee to get in our business. You acquire cryptocurrency, your business is free. Your business package is free. We don't really have a business package thing. And so you acquire cryptocurrency, or you acquire a loan, and you get a status based upon the amount that you acquire. So, Alvin, to answer your question, I'll be happy to share the flyer with you. The people come on the platform. I tell them pretty much what I shared with you guys tonight. Pull from them what their dreams are, what their passions are, to get them excited, and then I send them back to you so that they know how, so you can show them the way on how to acquire the coins.
And that's kind of what I was asking you when I called you the other day, when I was asking, is there a calendar of events that you have going, so that I can put it in my calendar, so that I can make sure I'm where I need to be, because things like that excite the baloney out of me, and that's where I want to be. And I took Ricardo and Ramon's crypto class, and then July happened, and I was in bed for a week in pain with my foot up, and I broke my toe. So, starting tomorrow, I got to get back on my roll. I got to get back into my trading, reading my charts and things like that, because it is as easy as pie. It really is. But the financial world makes it seem like these things are so hard to accomplish. These things are so hard to do. If you can look at a picture and recognize a line going up and down, you can do cryptocurrency. You can do forex. You can do stocks. Now, and because of the live that happened a few days ago, I am so big now in my conversation of separating stocks and cryptocurrency, because they are two totally different.
Absolutely.
They are apple and oranges, and you cannot compare the two in any shape, fashion, or form. Nope. And that's another thing that I think we will have to start incorporating into our money now, to let people know and understand stocks and crypto have absolutely nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's right.
They're both laid out on a chart.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they have in common. Otherwise, they apples and oranges, and they taste totally different. One makes you a heck of a lot more money than the other one.
Mm-hmm. The other one, and one is not manipulatable, and that's the other thing. We have to get that the stock market, everybody goes, oh, it's a myth. They really, no, I'm telling you, it's run by man, and man has created that process. The whole purpose and the end of, I guess, the glitz and glamour of the blockchain altogether is that its technology is built for security. It's peer-to-peer. And it has enough encryption in it that it's incorruptible. So as we would like to think that people are always stealing coin, but guess how they're doing that? They're doing that by social engineering. That's outside the blockchain. That's not in the blockchain. They're not manipulating what's going on because they can't. You can't change you can't decide what coin's going to make what and what's not. And if you understand the difference between technical manipulation, technology manipulation, and social, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know what's going on. My signal is just crazy. And social manipulation, they're two different things, and they're used in all platforms. So I just love this. Shelvee, I love you. You're my hero when it comes to this. It's like the one thing I know you for, and I absolutely look forward to getting to know you as a person and just who you are. I'm coming to Let's Go Weekend. I hope you will be there. These are events that are coming up that are in our space, and I love that because it gives us a chance to meet the people who are helping us move forward in life.
And I just wanted to say, she asked for a couple of comments and some feedback on the last few minutes.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for sharing. You were mentioning you're at the beginning stages. I think that there are so many of us, ladies out there, that you represent so many of us that feel the very same way, that we're at the beginning stages, and that's just knowing that support is out there. Kudos, thank you, Au, for putting that information out. And that's what we need, is that support, and then coupled with other people out there like Ruby and all the others that maybe take the next step and then have that knowledge, that second piece of the puzzle. This was so neat, and so glad this is out there. Thank you for sharing.
Oh my gosh! Oh, ladies, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. One day we'll have another subject about being a wife of a leader in crypto. It's not easy. I mean, not about a leader in crypto, but being a wife of someone who cares for us. So, because I always see posts, it's like, y'all, it's not easy. But I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah.
you know, if I wasn't, if I appreciate all of you.
Yes, thank you. We have, and yes, girl, we gonna have you on a lot sooner. Because look, I'm gonna let you know, I'm already making a list. I've asked them put out to this wonderful group to please make a list of their guests that they would like to invite to this show, because we are the collective panel. This is not a one-person thing. You are welcome to join us if you see some subject matter that we would like to just touch on for a show. I want to give the floor back to Keisha, because Miss Keisha works hard, girl, has been working hard and putting this together. I look forward to I love this show. I really do. And I love that all of you have joined us to become a steady, dedicated part of it. I really do. The work you've all put into making this possible and really organizing this. Although I do see some of our members have just popped up, and I'm just loving it. Hello, we have Christopher Shelvee in the room, D Minor L, Larry Bay Wiggins. We also have MSB on the line. Well, hello there. Oh, Auntie Susan. Yes, it's like women power in this room. Guys, no offense, you know that. I got all my love for my brothers. But it is so wonderful to see this energy so widespread. It is amazing. We are not overwhelming the room. We are finally dividing the planet and bringing it all back together. Ain't it nice? So let's get moving. Now, Cece, talk to me. You're our moderator here. How are we doing in time, my love?
You know, you don't have to tell me to talk to you. I'm just up here right now.
I love it.
At this time, we will basically go over the highlights for today, but I do want to open the floor to Larry and Marcus and give them an opportunity to share a quick 2 to 5 thought process on getting to know your dollar, because and Shelvee.
Yes. And DL Minor, he just got here.
I cannot move forward without allowing the three of you to get at least 2 to 5 minutes on your input of getting to know your dollar. So if each one of you, whichever one you want to go first, just 2 to 5 minutes. That's the window.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the full window, because we must do the sum up. So the full window is. So I think everybody take about 2 minutes and we'll be good. Thank you. Okay. Who would like to start, gentlemen?
I'll go first. Peace and love, everybody. This is Larry Davis. All right, so as far as what's going on, everybody, I'm glad I made it. But as far as getting up your dollar, what you really got to know that you can't save. Dollars don't save. It's too liquid. There's no foundation.
Larry, raise up your volume.
You hear me better now?
Bring it in.
There's no foundation you can set in this liquid dollar. The problem with the dollar is that it doesn't save. It's always losing its purchasing power. It's always decreasing and declining. And that's why you got to do something other than that. Like, all of these rest of these markets are backed by the dollar. You know what I mean? So the value of what we have in physical gold, being that it's not manipulated, being that the value's not manipulated, let's say, we're outpacing inflation, we're decreasing our tax liability, and then also dealing with the cryptocurrency. Like, when you know what your dollar isn't, and you know what cryptocurrency and real money is, that's why we do what we do. So, like Cece said, get to know your dollar, and more importantly, get to know what it's not. Because when you know what your dollar isn't, you'll know why you're not supposed to be attempting to save in something that's a liability. When you know what it is, you'll know why you're not supposed to be attempting to save in something that's a liability. And when you understand that your dollar is a liability, and you can exchange that depreciating liability for appreciating assets and get paid for it, that's why we're all here on the line, and that's why we're inviting you to join us in this wealth building system.
Hey, what's going on, family? Peace and love to everybody. This is MSB out of Texas Republic. So getting to know your dollar, just 2 minutes. Larry said a mouthful. I don't even know how to come behind that, you know. The brother's really sharp. But what I will say is understand that it's not your dollar. Understand that you will never own that dollar. It's not yours. It's created by a private entity known as the Federal Reserve, which is no way, shape, and form the same as the federal government, which is part of the reason that what Larry was explaining has to do with everything. That's why you're taxed on it. That's why there's interest rates attached to it, because when the federal government asks us for a loan or the money's to be printed or whatever, yeah, we got to pay it back. You got to pay it back.
That's right.
And they do that through taxes and interest, which causes inflation. And most people here feel okay. They don't understand that things are just going to get harder. Milk is just going to become more and more expensive. So is eggs, the cost of living, goods and services. So get to know your dollar, family, and understand the system in which you live in. And understand that the monetary system is changing. For the better. For the better. Don't be afraid of cryptocurrency. It's something that you must know. And it's imperative you're going to have to work for it for the rest of your life. So that's it.
Well, thank you.
Shelvee?
Wow. Okay. I gotta follow those two great gentlemen.
I know, right?
Just to add on what they were saying, and look, my father is from Guyana. Guyana is in South America. Now, way back 20 years, 30 years ago, I remember them talking about a toothbrush cost $20. Okay, and I used to be like, what? Like, that's incredible. Because in America, we was always taught, you know, the dollar this, the dollar that, our dollar strong. Well, fast forward to now, we are headed down that same path. And what we're trying to tell people is just because, you know, it happened in that country, in their third world, don't mean it can't happen here.
That's right.
People need to realize that it's coming now. And it's not going to be no warning sign, this little subtle warning sign, but nobody's going to come on the news and tell you tomorrow the stock market's going to crash. Get your money out the banks. They're not going to tell you. They want you to leave it in there so they can confiscate. So the best thing to do is keep stacking the gold. Just keep stacking the gold. Don't worry about what people are saying. You can't go wrong with the gold. But you definitely can go wrong with that paper. And we all know that. So on that note, just keep your eyes to the ground, or you know what they say, just stay focused on what we're doing. Save gold. It ain't about telling people. First and foremost, you gotta put the oxygen mask on yourself, so then you can help everybody else breathe. So on that note, let's go.
Okay. All righty. Of course, I'm not in the room.
But we have set in place here for you guys today. Just in case you're wondering what our next show topic is going to be about, the next show is going to be on August the 10th, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what time we'll be getting started. There'll be a new event that'll be created in the event section of Facebook, and it'll still be live, and we will stream it and have watch parties so that you can catch up. So if you're just now joining and you missed today's wonderful conversation, today we talked about getting to know your dollar. And everybody on the panel gave their viewpoint of what they feel is important or what we feel you need to know about getting to know your dollar. Yes. And then, of course, we had the wonderful, lovely Shelvee Casey-Thompson, yes, who talked about women in
I love it.
And that someone shared their page so that you can see that information again. Now, once again, the next stream will be on August the 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will have our one and only King Hutchins D defining assets and liabilities. So we definitely do not want you to miss out on learning the true definition because in today's society, we have a problem with defining and using the proper meaning of words. So we're going to lay it out for you with the proper meaning and definition of assets and liabilities for you here on August 10th. Now, we do have a small workshop for you. If you'd like to hang in with us for another 30 minutes, we'd love for you to do so. David, are you in a place to do your workshop for us?
D, you good? Are you good for your workshop right now?
He's coming.
You cool?
Okay. So with that, Ruby, I'm going to go ahead and we'll go with the workshop that you have in place for us today, and then we'll wrap it up and do our quotes for the show today.
Interesting. So, David, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Did you want to do the workshop?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let him do his
I'm
workshop. Ready. It's fine. As long as you're good, I'm good. I got you back if you need to. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my signal. But at the same time, keep moving because you know we're recording.
All right, so go ahead, David.
All right. Peace and love, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Peace, bro.
All right, so excuse me, y'all. I just had a long day. It's been a real busy Saturday. But yeah, so today's workshop is on pretty much marketing yourself and leveraging with social media. Okay. You know, I tell people all the time, you have all the time in the world. It's just all about how you use it. You have so many different ways that you can put yourself out there and share this information. It's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. If you work in a 12-hour job, it's perfectly fine. You at work all day long, but guess what? You get your 15-minute break, you can use your social media to leverage. When you start your day and you wake up, you can use your social media to leverage. All right? So what do I mean by that? Easy. Wake up in the morning, all right? Brush your teeth, do your personal hygiene, eat your breakfast, all right? Before you got to walk out the door, and allow yourself some time. That's why we got the 4 a.m. club. But allow yourself some time, all right? Take that time to just simply put your advertisements up. Simply put up your posts, your watch party, your memes, your pictures, you know, and wait for your leads to come through. You know, in order for social media to be effective, you have to hit it at the prime times, okay? And the prime times are between, believe it or not, between about 7 to 12 in the morning, okay? Again, about 4:30 to about 9, and then again, about 12 to 3, and everybody's knocked out 4 or 5 o'clock or busy doing whatever. But 3, 4 o'clock, those are probably like the worst hours of the day from what I've seen. And that's doing everything. I've seen that with doing Uber. I've seen that with doing food delivery. I've seen that with social media. I mean, 3, 4 o'clock, nobody's really paying attention. So again, 5, 6, 7, people starting to get to rolling again. All right. So what you do is you take your social media posts, all right, put them up twice, 2 times, 3 times a day. But make sure that your posts are effective. And what do I mean by that? Put you in a effective caption, a thought-provoking caption, or emotional stirring caption, a truth caption, a personal caption, something that's gonna grab people's attention. Where they be like, wow, I want to build wealth with gold, or wow, I'm not building generational wealth for my kids. Wow, my dollar only worth 34 cents? Like, yo, what am I doing? Like, what is he talking about? So now you have people watching your watch parties. And let me tell you something about doing your watch party and about doing your social media posts consistently. When people see you moving consistently, okay, at first they kind of don't believe you. When they first start seeing you posting, they don't believe you. But when they see you talking about it every day, they see your results. They see how it's changing your life. They see how you got physical gold. You taking gold and doing videos, how you going to get your gold tested, see if you still or not. They see you doing that type of stuff. Oh yeah, they're going to pay attention. They put this thing on side. But oh yeah, they're going to pay attention. The people who saw you from day one have been watching you since day one. I had a brother who's been watching me for about 3 months. Finally setting the count up.
Look at that.
Walked into the Waffle House 3 o'clock in the morning. You the gold guy? Yeah, I be talking about gold. Consistency.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing when you apply it properly. All right, so back to posting on social media. So you got your effective caption. You got your hashtags in there. You tag your location. Because when you tag those locations, whenever somebody visit those locations, if they anything like me, they're going to tap that tag. Like, for example, they're going to tap New Orleans, Louisiana, just to see what's going on in New Orleans. And guess what's going to pop up in the New Orleans thread? Your carrot bar post.
Or?
That's called geotagging. This was going to happen with your hashtags. They're going to click those hashtags and see everything you posted about gold and your gold being backed by cryptocurrency.
Okay.
All right. And then you take your referral link. I see so many people do this in other companies. You know, I told a friend of mine, I said, listen, if you want to sell your Slim Tea, that's perfectly fine, but do it right. If you're going to talk about how effective it is, at least put your link inside the caption. So that the people who want to become an affiliate, they can go on there and become an affiliate. The people who want to order your tea, they can go on there and order the tea. And same thing with us. The people who want to become an affiliate, they now see your link. And they're going to move. Inside of that as well, you need to make sure that you're putting some brief instructions. You know, click this link, click register free, and click select become an affiliate. Because believe it or not, a lot of people are clicking your links, but how many of y'all can count the people that have registered and instead of becoming an affiliate, they became a customer? Yeah.
That's right.
It's called effective marketing.
Yeah. It's nice to hear it referred to as effective. Thank you.
Yeah, because you can shotgun blast all day. You can shotgun blast the market all day and not hear nothing.
That's right.
But when you pinpoint what you're doing, that's when you start getting results. That's when you start getting people, you know, way across the world. In Australia signing up because, yes sir, we can. People in Australia signing up because they clicked the Australia hashtag in your post, or they clicked the Australia hashtag somewhere and they saw carrot bars up under all the results. And y'all know the internet is forever. The internet is forever. So whatever you put in that hashtag, whatever you put in that geotag, it's going to be there. Twitter works the same way. Instagram works the same way. But once again, with social media, and this is going to be a fairly short workshop, but with social media, once again, consistency, all right, geotags, hashtags, all right. But let's talk about social media. Listen, we are all business people, right?
Right.
All right. We're not salesmen. This is no sale here. But at the end of the day, people are going to be looking at you like you're not very professional when you're talking about certain things that you're talking about. And I had to check myself because now I'm a car salesman now.
Thank you.
So now people not only gonna be looking for me for gold, they're gonna be looking for me for cars. So now I really gotta behave myself. We have to make sure that we are properly using social media when it comes down to us being businessmen and women. Social media could be a major help, or it could be a major hindrance. Because guess what? The first thing people gonna do off the street that you talk to, when they see your name on that business card, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go straight to your social media and see what you're talking about.
Yep.
So watch yourself on social media. Do we have any questions so far about promoting your business, leveraging on social media?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just have something to add to it. You know, I go out there like you want to make money, like I would play Madden and stuff like that. You know, to catch people out. You know, you got a lot of Madden players and NBA 2K players. See what you're talking about. You know, it's catchable attention because that's a popular game.
It's a population.
Yes, sir. And another thing, I don't know if it was you or the other Christian, but he's been using the sponsored post. The sponsored posts work, but you really have to know how to pinpoint those as well for that to be effective. If you want $10 to be effective for you when you're using a sponsored ad on social media, you really have to buckle down on what you got going on. You got to start using keywords. Make sure that when you're hitting locations that because when I say keywords, gold, cryptocurrency, words that people click, right? Those words are inside of those ads. So anybody that's talking about that stuff, guess what's going to happen? Your ad is going to pop up on their page for sure. The keywords, your geotags, and geotags and locations are very important when you're using those sponsor ads because you could burn up a lot of money with those sponsors ads and not get anything but a bunch of likes and comments. One is conversion. You want those ads to be converted into new affiliates that are building their wealth with gold.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Ruby, you got a question?
Of course. But thank you so much for that, because these are terms in which we hear, but we really don't understand. I mean, honestly speaking, I didn't know. Because of you, thank you, I realized I had the whole wrong idea about geotagging. I didn't even know. So, and then on top of that, I was talking like I did. So honestly speaking, I stopped that. But I would like to see, and just wondering if you would be open to creating a Zoom tutorial where you can invite people on to do this. Would you be willing to give time to actually train people in how to do something like this? Giving us examples. We have the benefit of getting you in our nightly team huddle that we do in the evening after 11 o'clock, which is awesome. But I want more. It's all of us talking at that time and kind of bringing ideas. But what you have is quite special. And you were doing, I think, Wednesday nights. Unfortunately, I had a different schedule, so I couldn't be on. So I'm really looking to find out where you'll be doing this. I'm looking to learn. And I want my team to learn. People who are with my group and all of that. And when I say team, I have multiple businesses. This is stuff that I can use in multiple ways. So this is not just for the collective business that we're all involved in. These are business practices that make effective whatever you're trying to share. I don't care if it's for your job, it's for your book you're producing, it has to have everything. Every click has to have a purpose that leads someone to a final result you're trying to get to. And that's something I am definitely trying to pinpoint how to get to. Laser. I spent years learning this stuff. And this young man has mastered that. So when is your next class? That's my question.
We can schedule on not the next workshop, but the workshop after next. We can schedule it. We can schedule it, and we can knock it out. I'll do a screen share, and we can knock it right on out. I can show everybody how to, get it going on the internet.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what this brother just said. Y'all heard him, right?
Oh, I heard him.
Don't make me no come.
Now?
We heard you committed. We heard you.
I'm ready to sign up right now.
How much is a private session? Hey, I'm all about the business now. I pay for my stuff.
Mine, I want to touch. You had mentioned the prime effective times on social media being 7 and 12. Is that 7 and 12 in the morning?
Yeah.
4:30, like right before workout, 5 to 9, and 12:30 to 3.
Yeah.
These are the prime times, I think. Now, when you set up your ads to leverage your account, what are you shooting out at those times during the day? Exactly. What do you use to have people gravitate to what you put out? What is the, I don't want to say the it thing, but what is the process for you doing that?
Watch parties have been extremely valuable. And what I do is I take about 2 or 3 videos. I would take the first video, like I've been taking the test videos, the gold test videos. People going to get their gold tested.
Okay.
And gold dealers confirming that their gold is 24 karat bullion. Sometimes if it's a long video, like the one I've been posting with Mr. Allen Austin, I just do one. But because that video with Mr. Allen Austin is extremely effective. Margie Slade Bay called me on that one. Memes, thought-provoking memes. I had one that I put up where I said a brother lost $100,000 in one day when the last recession hit, and that drew major responses. The gold dealer video, or the gold dealer becoming a K-Exchange representative and signing up for carrot bars, that was another one. Articles, live videos, and if you don't want nobody to see you, do some live audios. All of that.
Can I interject for a second?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really want to say what you said. 2 things powerful. You said the gold testing videos and the watch parties. That watch party, I highly recommend everybody go see it if you haven't seen it.
Which one?
They reminder, maybe I could put it in the chat later. I mean, in the limitless training, messenger. But as far as getting gold tested, how about you go get your gold tested in video? We all should have gold. Somebody else's video, how about you show yourself? People know that you got it and that you're doing it. So not only are you talking about it, but you're walking it as well.
That's right.
And that's that.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
So welcome. So welcome. You're right about that.
And I mean, I post my brothers. I repost my brothers. I repost Larry. I repost Marcus Bay. I repost my sisters. Sister Ruby. I'm quick to share y'all video.
Use me.
Everything out there, because we all putting out good information.
Real quick, David, I have something to say real quick too.
Go ahead, bro.
Really want to just shout out what you're doing right now, because like big keys are being dropped, right? But
Can you turn your mic up, Larry?
Yeah, another thing that was real powerful. Forever. So for all these people that's out here claiming you don't have time, understand when you make these posts on social media, you're using your social media effectively, maximize the effectiveness of what you have in your hands, right? The minute you make that post continues to work for you. So what David is telling you is a way where you can find a way to leverage all of your posts so that they have global reach. So you have global reach with your promotion, with your marketing system, with your business, right? So understand, like what he just gave you is $1 million worth of information. But also on top of that, to the point that Marcus said, go get your gold testing. You should have gold.
3 to 4. Ship you your goal. So you should do what you can to order you some gold and get it shipped to you as soon as possible. But in the meantime, leverage the system. Our success is your success. Our experience is your experience. Leverage our experience. For the next 3 weeks, 5 weeks, however it takes long for you to get your gold to your crib in your hand via FedEx from Karatbars, be implementing these skills and strategies that David just presented to you, that Miss Shelvee and Casey and the rest of the team just presented to y'all. Like, there's like, with all the information you did just been presented, there's no excuse for you to not take full advantage of this.
Exactly.
I just want to say one more thing before I yield floor. Duplicate yourself on social media. I got about 5 pages. I have Black and Gold Promotions LLC, which is my marketing page. I have Black and Gold Promotions Atlanta, which is my Atlanta branch. I have the Gold Build Wealth page. I have Dawu L. I have David Minor. That's about 4, right? Duplicate yourself, because each one of those pages has a ton of people from all kinds of areas. Duplicate yourself. I might build another page and just focus on, hey, I'm Dawu L. I'm from the West Coast. I'm in California. I already got the East Coast on lock. Make one for the Midwest. I'm Dawu L. I'm from doggone San Antonio, Texas. So, Larry.
It works. I work for a company. I'm working with a company that does that. We never know where the heck the call is coming from or how they saw the post. I work with a guy who's really good at work, really good at doing just that. And we manage those calls from New York. It is being done in business regularly. Get yourself involved. I'm working on that now. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
We'll close out, y'all. I just sold a car. I'm about to go organize this paperwork. And,
I love it.
Sign out my computer and get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to be listening. Y'all do y'all thing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being on. So his time is a little short, and I want to just thank you so much for the time that you have given us. It's just been valuable. Cece, talk to me, girl.
So that's the great thing about being an entrepreneur in itself, being self-employed, or at the minimum, growing your business while you work a full-time job. People are so stuck on working 3 and 4 jobs that they are so stretched out. Their dollar is so stretched out. Their health, their time, and their wealth is just to the bare minimum because they are so stretched out all over the place. What we need to learn to do is make our dollar come from multiple sources, but not all sources that come from you consistently working all those sources.
That's right, Shelvee.
We need to learn how to make our dollar work for us. We need to learn how to do cryptocurrency, make money while you sleep, set your order, go do your grocery shopping, cook your meal, go take your kids to the basketball game, be that mom on the PTO, be that mom that take your kids back and forth to school, be that dad that's coaching that basketball, that little league, that football game. Learn how to make your dollar come in from multiple sources and not 100% from all your effort. You know, taking it back to that live, and y'all probably gonna hear me talk about that live from Ricardo and probably do for about another 30 days because I'm doing in everything.
Okay. I got you because I can almost see the smoke coming out the back of your head. Slow down.
But look,
slow down.
It's stemming a lot of conversations from it.
I know. Thing is we don't want to give him any more energy.
For real, I named my YouTube channel Cece's Journaling and Freedom because I wanted to start being more vocal about my journey.
That's right.
And I keep running away from it. But I think that live has just like my face, and I'm just like, somebody got to hear what I got to say. God, I ain't got time to be hiding no more.
Okay. And I get when, and you see that, you see this energy. I love it. This is Cece. This is the Cece we know, because she's a passionate person who she just doesn't speak off the top of her head. She don't blow off at everything. She stands very clear on principle. I love that. I truly love that about her. And she's everything she says she is, and probably a little bit more than she knows. And I love that. Everyone in this room, I just have to say, you know, this is our first show, and thank you so much that you came in to just blow my vision to the next level. I mean, truly. We come from a background that brought us together because we had something in common, but what we all really truly had in common is sharing something that was always my vision. To have people from different walks share who they are about helping people get to their next levels and through things in life. And with the hope, without needing hope, but with the desire and putting the passion in. You don't have to hope when you put the work into something that works. I don't got to hope. It just works. It's like, I'm sorry, but it's like if you drive a car. If you learn how to drive a car, you don't have to hope it gets to the next. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you put the car into motion, there is no hoping it will move. Unless, of course, you didn't put the gas in. Okay? And that's still on you. So when you are totally empowered, and I see that here, every person in this room totally and 100,000% empowered, I am just like blown away. I'm just going to mute. I love you all. I thank you all for joining me in this new journey. And guys, this is going to be a lot less me talking soon, because I really am in the room to listen. Do you hear these people? Do you hear what is on the minds and in the abilities of others in this world that can teach and actually are open to doing it and giving you free knowledge that is worth millions? And I have a background in digital advertising, so what David just gave you, people pay for the class. This is just a certificate course. They pay $75,000 for that certificate just to learn what he's done, what he taught you tonight. 75. I got mine through a program, okay? Because I wasn't paying $75,000. I would have picked it up from the library if necessary. But to be honest, I was glad I did. I learned that industry is huge, and it is because we've been trained to be consumers. And that's the saddest part about that industry. We've been trained to be consumers. But the wonderful part about that is we get to be the knowledge bearers of the consumers to teach them how to give back and get back into their lives. So tonight, I got chocolate in my hand. Tonight, this is the first day that you're going to see a show blow the heck up, because we're going to be streaming on multiple streamers the next time we're on. You're going to see us on multiple channels at one time, because I've taken the time, I've invested the money, and we all will be here. And you'll see us on YouTube, and you'll see us on Twitch. You'll see us on actually multiple channels as we are here in this room at one time. I so look forward to the future. My gifts are yours and your growth, as yours have been to me. My beloved family, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is not possible without all of you. Shelvee, you've been adopted. We're going to kidnap you. You're done. Okay. And yes,
thank you for the platform.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I wanted this.
Is a major platform. You know that, right?
Say it again.
This is a major platform. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. I do. And it's weird because I didn't know. It was just me in these boxes at one point. And I didn't know what to do with them.
It's going to be major. I can see you on TV with this here.
Oh, boo-boo. Don't get this. It's going to be even better because we'll be hitting multiple streams, multiple people's streams across. When you go to Twitch is a channel, and they have other channels, and I'm learning how to do it. And that's why I need to teach you to teach me, because I'm going to learn how to get people to look at this where they're already looking at multiple channels of particular information. And women in cryptocurrency is definitely keywords. I love it.
Yeah.
So let's all finish. I want to say good night. I want to finish it up, Cece. Actually, I need you to complete this part here, and the last words for the night. I'll just finish out with good night and who everybody is, where they can be seen. Drop who you are and your link, please, in the chat of this event, okay? Everybody.
You want to do a round robin?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Starting with you.
Okay. So, once again, everybody, I am Cece Brown over in Dallas, Texas. Entrepreneur, mother for life, caregiver to all. And we'll see you back here August 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who's up next? Shelvee, you are drinking on the screen.
Yes, baby girl. What's going on?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow to go talk to someone. I got hot. I'm sorry.
All righty. Well, who are you?
This is Shelvee, the Gold Empress from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Hi, Shelvee.
I love it.
Most teachers too. But you can find me on Facebook at Shelvee McCain, Mackie, or Snapchat. It is Gold Empress 24K.
Okay.
And LinkedIn is also, all of them are Gold Empress 24K.
Next. All right, step up, Hutch.
All right, this is Hudson D out there in Ohio. You can find me on Facebook at Hudson D, or Instagram simply D the Ox, or you can find me on Snapchat square_23, or on my YouTube channel simply D.
That's what's up. And the lady in the center, Miss Jocelyn Burrell. Who are you, my love?
This is Jocelyn Burrell. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. I can be reached. I'm Jocelyn Jazzy 60 on Instagram, and Jocelyn Burrell on Facebook. And my website is www.lifeisfreedom.xyz. Hey, my gift in nursing is also my gift in finances. They're one and the same. Aid, teach, and inspire.
That's right. Ah, Suki.
G Papa, where you at?
Where you at? Chris, what happened? It's your sound. You're. I know you're not muted. You gotta check your sound on your thing. MSB, can you go? Chris, can you fix your camera, baby?
Yeah, this is MSB. Marcus Slay Bay, president of the team Atlantis. Really, just go to Care Bars, log in, and sign up for a free account and put in Team Atlantis as your sponsor. I don't have a link. On Facebook, on Instagram, I'm Slate Ben Solid, and my gift is just really.
I love it.
I'm just a connector. Nothing really special. Just connect people and help people grow. That's it.
I love it.
David, you in a space to share?
Yeah, are you able to share, honey?
Yeah, D minor L, Gold Junkie. Yeah. You already know.
Gold Junkie.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, David Minor. You can also find me on Facebook, it's L. We got the Gold Build Wealth page, and and we got the Gold Build Wealth Instagram that is still under construction.
All right, rocking in that chair over there. Larry Bay, you still with
us? He talking to the kids. Larry, can you unmute?
Oh, my bad. This is Larry Witness Bay out of Bear County, Texas, Public Mr. Lawful Money. You can find me at Larry Witness Bay on Facebook, Lex 7 Bay on Instagram. My YouTube channel is Lawful Money TV, so go check me out there. All the information that y'all need has been presented to you already. Like Marcus said, go register your free account.
Okay.
Always, rest of the people on my team. Supply yourself with Christ. To supply your wealth, the only limitation you'll ever have is just supplying yourself to yourself. Oh, there's a launch party going on right now. When you get off of here, for those of y'all that want to grow your business, and, I would like to see everybody. Y'all should be on this next live stream. We look forward to seeing you.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, before you go, ask your son the question.
Well, we can't because we're down in our last 2 minutes and Alvin has to close out. Sorry, Casey.
I want to hear him baby do it.
Okay.
I am Shelvee Casey-Thompson. My gift is teaching, and you can find me on Facebook, Shelvee Casey-Thompson. I'm honored to be a part.
Thank you.
G-Pop, did you get your mic working?
Yeah, it's up, I think. Oh,
there you go.
Oh, okay. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Christopher Shelvee, better known as Mr. 5 and 5. Instagram, Mr. 5 and 5. I ain't with all the technical stuff. You can't find me in none of them other places. I ain't on YouTube. I use my referral link. That's what I do.
That's right.
So it's simple and plain like that. So everybody, one day at a time, 1 gram at a time, 1 person at a time. Let's go. I want to know.
That's right. All right, Miss Works Hard. Hello, my Keisha. You just muted yourself. Unmute, woman.
Oh, now we got it. I'll figure it out. Hi, I'm Keisha. I can be found on Facebook as Works Hard. And then also Bit.ly, Travel Save and Earn, and Bit.ly Gold Rocks. And each one teach one.
Okay.
So with that, we're going to have our closing quote for the show. Again, everyone, please join us on August 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have gracefully been monitoring the live stream, and we've had no questions from the audience. This is definitely an open discussion panel. We want to hear your questions. We want to hear your ideas. We want this to be a true conversation, wealth conversation for the masses. So with that, much love, and I'm going to pass it over to Alvin so he can give us our closing quote of the day.
You're muted.
All right. Welcome, family. This is Alvin Thomas, the Crypto. Go back at it. First of all, the dollar don't do what it used to do. What you could get, the same college degree that you could get 30 years ago, costs 30 times as much in 2019. Get that. What else? Don't save in a liability. How's that for you? Don't save the American dollar because it's a liability. Get an asset for yourself. And Charles said it best, he's from the islands, and Charles from the islands. So this is something that needs something true and dear to me. Dig your well before it's dry. Don't let no man tell you you can't dig that well and have money for yourself before it's necessary. Because no one's coming to tell you when the money is gone.
That's right.
But the final quote for the day, and I want you guys to get it. Success comes falling forward. As if we crawl, we roll, we fall together, but then we get out. We never say no. If you want to succeed in your finances, think like a toddler. Crawl, fall, and then get up again. Collective enlightenment.
All right.
And I turn this call back over to the announcer, Ms. Ruby Thomas. The floor is yours.
Well, with that, I will say I love you all as always. Thank you. And until next week, same time, same place, different message, and very much the same subject, your life and your success. I say good night and peace.
Gladiator, what is your profession?
Ahoo! 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 That's right.
Good night, everybody.
I missed it. I was